This is Mega Machines. Welcome to Mega Machines. I'm Tony Saragusa, and we're in the city of Big Bear Lake, California. And this is the show where heavy metal matters. I'm talking about machines, huge machines. In the next hour, I'll be bringing you a look at the biggest and baddest industrial equipment ever made. And I'll be doing more than just browsing. I'll be tackling this one right here. Trust me, what we've got in the next hour will blow your mind. Just take a look.
In the next action-packed hour, we'll be turning Switzerland's subterranean into Swiss cheese, Mega Machine style.
The machine is a very heavy-duty machine for very rough tunneling work.
We'll show you what happens on the railroads when this beast gets ahead of steam.
Well, I guess you could compare it to a dragon as the steam comes out and as it hisses at you, and it looks like it's alive and breathing when we have it fired up and actually operating.
And we'll meet a machine that's bridging the gap in the military's attack plans.
It gets up there, gets the job done, and gets us on the far side of the bridge so we can go get the bad guys.
All that and much more coming up on Mega Machines right now.
Okay, it's time for our first machine. Let's take a look.
Kicking off Mega Machines, we're going underground with a mechanism that every tunnel construction worker can dig. It's the Shape ITC 320 tunnel header and loading machine. Stretching 42 feet 5 inches long, 12 feet tall, and 8 feet 2 inches wide. This $700,000 tunnel carving colossus is the digging device of choice for companies constructing everything from railroad tunnels to sewer tunnels. Weighing a stone-shattering 36 tons, this mega mole can hammer and claw its way through nearly 15 feet of solid rock a day. Every time it smashes its 10-foot-long 3-ton hammer assembly into the tunnel face, it can rain down blows at a blistering 17 times a second. Each blow carrying an impact force of 6,000 pounds. That's the weight of 3 cars. In other words, if you want to carve out a name for yourself in the tunnel building business, then you better have an ITC 320.
The main purpose of the machine, as it is a tunnel heading machine, is to excavate the face of the tunnel. More or less all excavation work that you have to perform at the face can be done with this machine. The machine is a very heavy-duty machine for very rough tunneling work.
Like here, below the city streets of Lausanne in Switzerland. That's where the ITC 320 is chewing out a subterranean rail line for a waste treatment company. The secret to the ITC 320's remarkable capabilities comes not only from its phenomenal power, but also from its precision. Thanks to this machine's highly flexible multi-pivot point arm, it can seek out, zero in, and strike at weak spots in the rock surface. Areas with fault lines and flaws. The result is that the rock flakes off the tunnel face with a minimum of force. But the real beauty of this mega machine is its size. Not because it's big, but rather because it's not too big. Yep, this metal miner is made to strip out rock in areas where other, more bulky machines would get stuck.
It is a very compact machine, and so it is able also to go in small and medium-sized tunnels.
This machine is best suited for working in tunnel cross-section from 20 to 60 square meters. And the main reason why is that in such small tunnels you cannot use different equipment like an excavator. It's a very compact machine.
And also a machine that knows how to keep its worksite tidy. The ITC 320 uses a dual-tipped boom, mounted not only with a hammer, but also a bucket. This bucket is used to shovel the shattered rock back to a 13-foot wide mouth, mounted with a conveyor belt system that can swallow 400 cubic yards of rubble an hour. That's the volume of 40 cement trucks. Waiting behind the ITC 320 is a dump truck that catches the rock and takes it out of the tunnel. Meaning, the ITC 320 never has to turn around. But what about toxic engine fumes that can collect in the tunnel? Well, with this device, you have zero emissions, and therefore, zero to worry about.
The quality, emission-free quality, is very important for this machine, especially in tunnel, because the air quality in tunnel have to convene to certain regulation. And as you have different diesel engine working in the tunnel, like the dump trucks and so on, it's very important for us that this machine will work electric. With electric, you have no emission, no pollution, and gives the driver and all the people in the face of the tunnel working in good conditions. For the electric power, we have what we call the cable reel with about 70 meters of cable. This cable reel is driven with a small hydraulic motor. The main part of this machine is the rock breaker, and this is about 4 tons of weight with an impact energy of about 6,000 joule. This is the hammer, this is the bucket, this is a tool holder with its geometry. We have here the hammer holder. These are cylinders for pushing the hammer forwards. And with the bucket, of course, when you have excavate the vault, you are able to put the material on the apron, and from there, with the onboard conveyor, it will go through the machine to the truck.
But when the ITC 320 is working on a tunnel, it better have your whole attention. Workers have to keep an eye on the machine, who's around them, and even what's above them. Loose rock can rain down in an instant, and it's no good calling out a warning to coworkers, because they can't hear you.
The ear protection in the tunnel are very important because of the noise level. When the machine is operating normally, we have a noise level of about 80 decibel, but when you're using the hammer, the noise level rises up to 100 decibel and more. And this is above the limit of the regulation. That's why you have to wear ear protection.
But from the safety of the ITC 320's crush-resistant cab, operators will continue to bore, burrow, and blast a path through bedrock, building tunnels one blow at a time.
This is a mega machine. Because of its very compact design, it is able to execute enormous jobs.
3 words to characterize the machine. I would say the machine is very flexible. The second, the machine is robust. And the third is emission-free. This machine is my baby.